Fucking YouTube. Hello, welcome back. I take it's you guys. I went to set things up in OBS to live stream, and I can't. I have to log out of my Twitch and log in with YouTube. But the biggest problem is I went to live stream via YouTube, and it says this. I've never live streamed to YouTube before, and it's, you know, I guess I send in some request that I want to start live streaming with this account, and it says it takes 24 hours to activate it for live streaming, so there isn't really anything I can do. From tomorrow I'll be able to live stream to YouTube if Twitch is a problem, but right now I can't switch to that. I don't know if it's got any better or not. I further tweaked a couple of settings in the software. It says the connection is okay, but I'm still getting lots of dropped frames for some reason. It's the intermittent issues like this. There's no buffering now. Okay. Well, either the connection improved or whatever further tweaks I tweaked helped. But it's intermittent. Nah, if I could actually speak without having a stroke. Intermittent issues like this are the most annoying thing, because it's frustrating that you want to try and do something to resolve the issue and you can't. A lot of times you're lucky if you even figure out what's causing the problem. And you can put in all the effort in the world to try and figure it out, and then it might come down to something that's completely out of your control, like the internet connection. Because I mean, I've got gigabit up and down. I've got fiber to the house, so my internet is fine. I've got ludicrous speeds. Okay. But is it quality-wise? Is it still like watchable? It's not. It's not that bad that it's causing an. Oh, I just did. The computer crashed and I had to restart it. It completely froze up. It was after the restart that the problem started, which is weird. It's watchable. Okay, well. I'm going to order some food and take a little bit of a break shortly anyway. Then, while I'm away, I'll try and... Give me a second. Just to take care of Mr. Bear here. While I'm away, I'll see what I can do to further fine-tune it. Resolution. My graphics settings in game. Ooh, rabbits give soft meat. I'm low on soft meat. The graphics in game, yeah. Wait, it's cranked up to max. Everything's on epic. The rabbits are a good source of the soft meat, which is really good cooked. It gives gives a nice. It gives almost. It gives basically the same kind of boost as the Prime, if I remember correctly. I've been. This. It's an intermittent issue. I could do that, and it would solve it right now. But I've been streaming for months with the settings just the same way, and it wasn't an issue. I don't, when I go to take a break, I'll restart the computer, and two, I'll restart my router, and I'll further tweak the settings in OBS, and hope it kind of stabilizes things, because I've been streaming for months before this without an issue. I played through the whole of Horizon Zero Dawn, Subnautica. What else? I played Subnautica Below Zero. All games that are like graphics intensive, and they were all on the maximum settings, and I didn't have issue with any of them. And I've streamed Icarus for probably just Icarus itself, probably about 300-400 hours worth of streaming. And I don't normally have issue. It's just an intermittent thing. I just want to get the fuck out of the Arctic. You didn't alert anyone else, good boy. Come here, Mr. Rabbit. I want to eat you. Give me some soft meat, mate. Soft meat, soft meat, soft meat. No soft meat. I'm not sure now whether to run back to... whether to run home, because I need to pick up a couple of things there. No, we'll go back to the extractor, because it would have run out of fuel a long time ago. Then we can pick up more. We can pick up more exotics, and take at least take a batch of exotics to our little ad hoc temporary shelter next to the drop pod, and make some more arrows, because given the number of dudes I'm taking care of, and with complete disregard for going to collect my arrows, I need some more. Jesus Christ, how many fucking guys are there? Oh, it's a good thing I've got this, isn't it? Fucking stupid bot. Because right now I'm in Streamlabs desktop, not OBS, not out and out OBS. It's OBS Streamlabs, and I stopped using it when I found out about what they were doing with OBS. Like basically Streamlabs is more or less just ripping off Streamlabs and a bunch of other places. I was like, oh fuck that, I'm not going to use this anymore. So I went back to using OBS, and I hadn't had any issue whatsoever for a couple of months in OBS. And I would be streaming in that right now. It's just for some reason it said that it couldn't it couldn't authenticate my Twitch. So I was like, oh, okay. So they were talking about some information and it's spoiled the outcome for you. Yeah, I hate it when shit like that happens. Oh, but hey, the ground in the desert is missing again. Nice little graphical issue. No floor. You can see all of the leftovers from the devs being lazy. The way in which they built the mountains and the things that they left behind. So that all the rocks are just mountain assets sunken into the ground. It's really fucking trippy, just walking in midair. And then all of a sudden we have ground again. Oh, and it's missing here again. Wasn't paying attention then. Oh, idiot. I went the wrong fucking way, didn't I? We're not going home. We're going to the drilling site. Over here. Idiot. I want to check on the drill. Hopefully nothing's happened to it. We'll pick up whatever exotics we've extracted. Now I have to go back to the main base because I need more fuel anyway, and all of my exotic tools are there, so that I want to take home with me eventually. I have to go back there for a minimum for those. Even if we were to make it with the fuel that we've got, I'm not leaving those behind. I've got a dong, a sushi, one of the exotic axes, and my Unearthed knife, as well as the backpack and a couple of modules there. I want to pick those up because I'm not leaving those here. And this is where the game really shows its true colours about being a running simulator. I'm more for the boost in durability. I want something to last as long as possible before having to replace it or repair it. And the Unearthed has a little bit more durability over the other ones. It's why I don't mind the workshop bow. It's supposedly like one of the shittest bows in the game, and it costs a lot of money. It's a workshop item, so people are complaining about it. But anecdotally, yeah, for me, I get by with it. Yeah, I can kill everything I want to kill with a one-shot kill, and everything else takes multiple shots anyway. And it's got more durability than the recurve bow, so in that respect, as far as I'm concerned, I'm happy. Where are we? We're in M7. M6. There's a cave here that's closer. Why are we feeling cold? We've got full fur on. Anyone else in here? No. Well, I attack things with it when they get close. I'm not a spear person at all. I don't like the thrusting mechanic. It's so much easier to stab things in the face with a knife, and faster. And I don't use the spears to throw anyway. So the extra durability goes a little bit further for me because I use it to pick up the bones from the carcasses and to attack things when they're close. Yeah, what I was about to say before the storm rudely interrupted me. It's this kind of situation where the game shows its true colours, being a running simulator. Because physically, I'm not doing anything. I'm going to spend the next 2 hours running between 3 different points to get all of the stuff to the dropship that I want to take with me. Yeah, I go and pick up the... Yeah, me too. Me too. I always had the bow. I used the bow as the primary weapon, but I used to have the spear as like a more ranged pokey weapon when it was still an option to get on top of big rocks to fight bears and wolves. Just jump on top of a rock and then use the big pointy stick to poke down at him. And my play style has evolved and changed over time, so I definitely lean massively on the bow. I really don't get people that use the spear as almost their primary weapon. You get one throw out of it. You either hit or miss, and then if you don't make the even if you hit the animal but you don't one-shot kill it, then you've then aggroed it, and then all of the animals around you are going to be aggroed on you. Yeah, once you get used to jousting, you're not really going to do that a lot. It's really fun to joust them. And the only place that's really viable on a regular basis is the Riverlands, because you're always close to water. In the normal forest, it's very likely that you're going to be far enough away from water, it's not going to help you out. Yeah. And they've also got the option of maybe transitioning to how what is it? Not transitioning, but adding an addle. It looks like it looks like this weird S shape, but basically it's used to throw a spear. You you put the end of the you hold one end of it, and then it kind of turns back to in the direction of your arm, and then around your elbowish kind of area, there's a little pocket or seat kind of where you put the end of the spear in, and you can use that to physically throw it. They still use it. Tribal people still use it in Africa and in the Amazon. It was I don't know if you're familiar with an addle. You could have an addle, and then have spears in your inventory, and when you've got the addle equipped, when you throw one, it auto reloads just like the bow would auto reload an arrow. Then, as a throwing weapon, the spear would have more use. It's because it's a one-hit wonder. You either make it or you don't, and then you've either got to have your hotbar full of spears and then switch to the next one, or have another weapon at the ready to switch to. Oh, you've got to be fucking shitting me. Do you want to fuck off, please? Steam pop up. Thank you. Yeah, I want to do that as well. Try and kill things by dropping a tree on them. That'd be really fucking cool. Yeah, of course the storm's reloaded. Do I have to go back to the cave, or am I stuck in the fucking thick of the storm? Yeah, I have to go to the fucking cave. Where are we? We're on that little thing. Yeah, I have to go back. That's so fucking annoying. Because the storm had been over for some time. Well, I'd say for some time. It was at least in the closing stages when we were out on our way to the extractor. Then the crash comes along, and then boof, the storm's restarted again, because the state of the game, where you are, and the state of the storm is somehow not in sync. Oh, you mean like put down floors, and then when they walk across it, you just remove it? That's a funny way of doing it. I've never tried that. Could you imagine doing that with a mammoth? Just watching a mammoth fall from the sky and hit the ground. Bloody storms. Like, literally, I foresee me not finishing this before 9 p.m. It's 6 p.m. right now. Given the amount of running in between points I have to do, and we haven't finished extracting this vein, and we've still got one more vein to extract, and then add to it all the running we're going to have to do. It's going to take at least 3 hours. And the vast majority of that is going to be the running. It's so ridiculous. Running simulator. Well, I played a shitload of Death Stranding. If anything, that was the setting the bar for running simulator, but this takes the cake after that. At least there you've got the motorcycle and the truck. Yeah, I mean, if you've got the thing that basically negates the encumbrance penalty, fair enough. But if I was to walk there unencumbered, it'd probably take me just as long. Well, if I was to walk there encumbered, because I don't have that pick, and I'm not geared towards that talents wise, it'd probably take me. It was a feature, yeah. Whenever I hear the word feature, there's a guy on YouTube called Jörg Sprave. Is the host of he does the Slingshot channel. He's a German dude, big dude, probably like 6'2", 6'3", built like a fucking brick shit house. Works out, bald, beard, everything, the works. He looks like a big tough guy, and he makes all sorts of weird crossbow and bow and slingshot contraptions. And one of his catchphrases is like when he's introducing something, he talks about said bow or said slingshot, and then he says, "Let me show you its features," in like this deep, weird German voice. Whenever I hear the word feature, I think of his little catchphrase, "Let me show you its features." Okay, it looks like the storm's weak enough that we can go out in it. We just need a point to walk towards. We can't see shit. Like, he's actually developed products that have gone into production, and they're in circulation. Like, you can go online and buy. He's got auto reloading crossbow. Like, there's two different versions. There's one that can only be sold in certain countries where it's legal, where it's semi-automatic, where it literally it cocks itself and it reloads the bolt into the crossbow. And then there's a slightly less semi-automatic where it reloads, like it puts the next bolt in place, but you have to actually pull back to load it, to like prime it. But even that, it's made simple, but with like a handle. So instead of having to actually pull on the string, like pull it back. There's like a handle that's attached to the system that gives you mechanical advantage, and you just have to like pull the handle back to cock it, and then it loads a bolt in all by itself, and it's got like a magazine and everything. And that's all come from just like tinkering in his shed, making all sorts of weird bow and crossbow contraptions. Well, you've got to be shitting me. I don't have any fucking fuel on me, do I? I can pick up the exotics and grab the can, but I have to go all the way home and come back again just to put fuel in it now. Oh, you fucking moron. We can't... Yeah, it's gonna take me longer to tech up to that point to make something to refuel. Yeah, good point. What have we got from here? We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 18, 20, 22. So we've got the possibility of getting almost another 100, maybe more from here. So I definitely need at least one more can of fuel. I was thinking about just leaving it and going on to the next site, but no. I've easily got enough here to warrant coming back. Oh god. We have any more food? Yeah, let's grab the food. I had a whole bunch, but I forgot to bring them with me when I left home last. I wasn't actually planning on coming here. I was planning on going home now. I left the cans there, filling up, or at least as long as it could fill up with what I had in the composter. I was gonna from the drop pod. I was gonna go home and then come here, not come here and go home. Never mind. There goes another fucking half hour of my life. Weight-wise, if I can carry it, I'm bringing the fucking composter with me at this point. Or, nah, fuck it. I've got shit tons of iron. I'll just fill up a bunch of cans. I've got enough materials to make an electric composter as well. Easily got enough materials. Then we don't have to... Then we can use both. We don't have to wait as long for... What, I'm going to need at least one more here, possibly two. And then if we need... Is it 9, 18, 27... So what's that? 4, 6... I'm going to come with at least 8 full cans of fuel. At least 8. That'll help finish off this node, and then if the next one... 100 concrete. No, I don't think I do. I've got the cement mixer. I've probably only got about 20 left. I was just thinking about the other materials, like electronics and shit. Oh, hang about. That takes fucking composites as well, doesn't it? Where is it? Ah, it takes fucking composites as well. Ah, me bollocks. Well, to finish the finish the furnace or the material processor, I needed more electronics, and the only thing I'm missing to make more electronics is resin, and that's oxide and wood. Yeah, so we'll get that on our way home, and we'll switch. Oh, I left the other backpack at home as well. Yeah, marvelous. Yeah, we'll pick up wood and oxide on our way home, and then we'll be and silica, and then we'll be set. We'll basically just fill as many cans as we can, and then come back. And I don't have to bring the composter with me. Because now thinking about it, the composter's 30 kilos. I don't want to add to the long list of things that I have to cart around with me. Shut up. And my game's lagging right now. It's not a Twitch issue if you're seeing some lag. I always lag in this area of the map. I think it's, as we're moving through, it's loading things as we're going along. Yeah, I can mine stone wherever. Well, I can mine the other things wherever, but at least those are in stones in greater abundance around my house than everything else. Yeah, I'm not gonna bring the composter with me. I'm just gonna stay and fill up a whole bunch of cans because I've got other things to carry that I need to wait for. I've got all of my tools. 10 kilos. Don't need that. Alright, guess we're gonna have to get rid of it then, aren't we? We should have enough of everything to get on now. I know I've got more than enough iron. I've got all that iron sitting in there. I've got all of that iron sitting in the crafting bench that I set aside to make composites and flint arrows. So that's not an issue. So I can make fuel cans. I'm just going to fill up a bunch of cans and take those with me. This should hopefully be our last trip to the base. As long as we bring everything with us now that we really need, which is the tools and the fuel. Yeah, the only back and forth we'll need to do is between the vein that we happen to be mining and the little ad hoc shelter that I put down next to the drop pod to take things there with us while the extractor's running. Yeah, and that's a shorter distance. That's like a 7-8 minute journey one way, so it's not going to be all that bad. It's just this big slog into the forest and then back out again to the vein, which is annoying. Can you imagine if they put one of the other veins at like a completely opposite end of the fucking map? If they'd put one of the, like the M4 vein, if that wasn't there, but it was like over here somewhere, down in the bottom. No, not at all. It's at times like this I think to myself that what they were talking about as to why they don't add the vehicles now is because the maps aren't really geared for it, is when I say bullshit. Because the desert's wide fucking open and the Arctic's wide fucking open. On missions like this, I'd have, just make a little shed, make a little garage-like structure at the end, yeah, and then just leave the vehicle there, so you can at least use it to traverse back and forth the wide open areas. Then instead of having to run for 15 minutes, yeah, balls to the wall, just holding W for the until your finger comes out the opposite side of the keyboard, you just get on the ATV and make like a 1-minute journey out of it. Maps aren't fucking vehicle friendly. What load of bollocks. I spent the vast majority of my teenage years fucking bombing through the forest on my motorcycle, on my motocross bike, on roads, on areas that were anything but fucking vehicle friendly. It's the whole fucking point. We'd want to get on a motorcycle and bomb through the forest, no matter how hard it is, because it's fucking fun. People wouldn't jump out of airplanes if it wasn't fun. But it's not exactly a fucking easy thing to do, is it? Well, okay. That's more psychological than it is physical, but you know what I mean. I totally want to bomb through the forest on a fucking ATV. Even if I did hit a fucking sapling every 5 meters. I heard a growl. Was that a buffalo or a bear? It was a bear. We'll leave Yogi to do his thing. I'm not going to kill him now. Fuck that. I'm going to kill him. I want to see if we get T-bone from him. Where'd you get to? Over here, mate. Stand up. There we go. No T-bone. Nah. It's kind of a good thing we're going home, because the bow needs repairing as well. I did set the waypoint the right place, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. If they, what is it? If you aggro them, they'll run towards the point that they last, if I could actually talk. They'll run towards the point that you aggroed them from. If you run away from them, then they're running to a place, an empty spot. Then they'll stop and stand up on their hind legs to look around to see if they can see you. I call that the relay race. Over here, mate. See? We shot him from here. And we'll run over here. Yeah, and wait for him. And he'll run to that point, thinking that's where we are, and then stand up on his hind legs and look around for us. See, there he comes. Yeah, he's like, where is he? And he stands up and looks around. That's how you can get them to sit like that. You're perfectly positioned, mate. I'm going to get a little selfie with you. You don't mind, do you? You okay with a selfie? I hear both a wolf and another bear. There's the wolf. Hit the fucking tree. Oh, I got 5,000 arrows. Nice. Remember to say cheese. Isn't that cute? Nice little family portrait. It's another one for the screenshot archive, or the wallpaper archive. No T-bone, no. Oh, I use them for wallpapers, or what is it? The desktop backgrounds. Oh, for Christ's sake, you want to fucking die already? How many arrows do I hit? That hit the tree. That probably hit the fucking bush. Look, it's on the ground. Oh shit! Hang about. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to call the stream there because I stream while I work, and I'm on duty this weekend. So how far away am I from home? Not far. We'll run home, but then I have to call it there because I just had an email come in with some work that I have to deal with. I'll deal with it and then I'll come back to the stream afterwards. Feel if I. I'm definitely not going to stop. No, I'm not gonna call it gaming wise today. I'm gonna finish the work and then get back to this straight away. We're so close to finishing it. I'm not drawing this out for another day. That's for sure. Yep, for sure. I've got no workshop where I can exchange the exotics for real life cashish, unfortunately. Okay. Well, I know I needed some of this. $1,000 will do for now. I've got other things to do anyway. Yeah, look, they're all there. I left them all here instead of bringing them with me when I left. Fucking idiot. Anyway, we're home. We'll wait for the game to save. I have to wait. I don't like quitting before it's saved. So I could quit now, come back to it, and then I'll still be outside. You've only got 5 concrete. Yeah, it should. So I mean, we've got more than enough resources to actually make the electric composter. It's just going through the motions. I might as well just let the normal one do its thing. And by the looks of it, I've got enough cans already. 7, yeah. I only have to make 1 more can. Let those fill up, and then we'll go about our business. As soon as this... Did it save and I just blah blahed through it? I think I did. Okay, well, I'm going to call it there. Yeah, so I'm going to end the stream because it's not. It's probably going to take me like 15-20 minutes to do the work that I have to do. Give out an offer to someone for some transport, and then I'll be back afterwards. So bear with me, and we will continue. Laters.